Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from a rival promotion.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to train together for years. You spend that much time with someone, putting your health and safety in their hands, you know you can trust them.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way to Japan to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
Who else could I trust more than my old training partner?
We were always trying to outdo each other back in the day. Might be nice to team up together for once.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
Well, turns out I've been working on a handshake agreement here, so it shouldn't be too hard to wiggle my way out of it. I'm in.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
We are going to kick some Mutiny ass.
Haven't changed a bit. Oh, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this, wrestling for the competition, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being comedic and fun.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
I've only been here for 5 minutes, but I'm already sick of Mutiny bragging about their precious intergender NXT Unity Tag Championships. Well, what if we came up with our own, not at all similar versions? That would really cause a mutiny.
I would have just wanted to go invade them right back, but I'm intrigued.
Two of the key players in the recent NXT Mutiny attack were the Unity Tag Team Champions. The Raw and SmackDown side has countered not with an attack, but instead by creating brand new Tag Team Championships of their own. Please welcome the brand new Unified Tag Team Champions, the #1 draft pick, and their partner who's making their WWE debut.
Thanks, Kathy. You might recognize my new partner from another promotion that shall not be named. But now she's here to help me take down this NXT mutiny. And what better way to do that than with these fancy new championships?
That's right. The GMs thought we were the perfect pair to hold these new Unified titles.
I gotta say, this sounds and looks very similar to the NXT Unity titles.
Not at all. Our titles have red accents, while theirs have silver.
Our titles are open to intergender competition from any brand, not just NXT.
And finally, our titles have never been lost in a match.
Okay, but isn't that just because they're brand new? I'm still not seeing how these titles are any different.
Zip it, Kathy. We'll show you and the entire WWE universe just how special and unique our Unified Championships are when we defend them later tonight on Raw.
Okay, can't wait.
It's a WWE debut, tag team debut, and the debut of the Unified Championships.
I guess if you're going to introduce yourself to the WWE Universe, you might as well do it as a champion. Talk about participation trophies.
Oh, come on, Saxton, they're trolling. What better way to get under Mutiny's skin than by knocking off their precious Unity titles?
The following is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unified Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Cruz del Toro and Zelina Vega, the LWO. And their opponents, Alex and Cali.
joking around here. The unified tag titles are serious business tonight.
Well, technically, this is a championship match. The arena doesn't have the usual electricity.
Well, because it's not really a title match, Michael. You can't expect people to get excited about championships these two just made up.
Well, every championship once was something that someone just made up, Saxton. And if you're still looking for something to get excited about, we have the debut of a new WWE superstar.
Buster. And Del Toro didn't like that one showing up in the spotlight. Oh.
Del Toro out of harm's way.
Trading counters here.
Discus knee strike. Oh! Evasive maneuvering there.
These two showing how well they know each other.
Oh, that's how you establish dominance.
The title up for grabs. The champ has no problem displaying all their power. Cruz is facing a beatdown.
Cruz has got to get his wits about him.
What a bionic elbow.
Blasted by a forearm. Boom! Got the cover. Looking to hang on to the title.
And the champs retain.
Here are your winners, and still the Unified Tag Team Champions, Alex and Cali.
The long history this new duo shares was evident here tonight as the unified champs look like a well-oiled machine and successfully defended their titles.
Sure, Michael, but they will likely have an even tougher time defending these ridiculous titles in the court of public opinion.
I see what you're doing here with these unified championships. Funny.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We came up training together.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it, so this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Your plan seems to be working. Mutiny is definitely annoyed.
Yep, told you it would get their attention. Now we just need to take things further to give Mutiny and their Unity champion something else to complain about.
What'd you have in mind?
Cosplay. It always comes down to cosplay.
You're really taking me out of my comfort zone here. But I'll do it.
It's one half of the unified champs who's looking like a king tonight.
First they come up with knockoff titles. Now he's rolling in as a knockoff Lexus King. I love it.
He does seem determined to get under Mutiny's skin. Let's hope he hasn't forgotten he's still heading into a match.
The unified champs are channeling the Unity champs in a match that should be unique. confidence will be challenged right now. And the other half of the Unified Champions doing her best JC Jane impression.
After seeing her partner, I'm sure nobody was surprised to see the gear she decided to wear out here tonight. But you have to admit, she's really pulling it off.
Are you saying you've got a toxic attraction to our Unified Champion?
I'm not going that far, but well played.
I knew it. Hopefully the Unified Champs haven't overlooked their opponents here tonight. Otherwise, they're in trouble.
This superstar thinks she has every possibility covered. We're about to learn if she's right. Gentlemen, it's time for war.
The War Raiders have gotten back to their roots and are more savage now than ever. Wherever the Raiders go, you will see the carnage of war.
Completely focused on waging war.
The following contest is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unified Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, Eric and Valhalla, the War Raiders. And their opponents, Alex and Cali.
No joking around here. The Unified Tag titles are serious business tonight.
All this fun cosplay can't distract the so-called Unified Champs from the fact that they are facing off against Valhalla and Eric tonight.
Definitely, Michael. It would be a real shame if they lost their focus and their titles.
Didn't you find these Unified titles silly, Saxton?
They're growing on me, Corey.
And a stomp to the gut.
Oh, ouch! Stiff kick. Oh! Sliding out of danger there.
Oh, God!
He tags in his partner. Waist lift.
Yeah, raw power there.
Five buster.
Oh, man.
And Eric's power being curbed with that attack.
And Eric escapes danger.
Here comes a throwback.
Knee strike.
Oh,
Ooh. He gets out of the way.
ooh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Slam into the ropes.
Man.
Earth-shaking power slam.
Narrowly escaping there.
Oh, hold on. Things turn around quickly.
Oof. He avoids the contact.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
Evasive maneuvering there.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse. Blasted by a forearm. Oh!
Valhalla.
The champ with the pin. Got it! And they stay atop the tag division.
Here are your winners, and still the Unified Tag Team Champions, Alex and Cali.
These two dressed up and beat down their opponents, while perhaps sending a strong message to the Unity Champ.
Hey, sorry I haven't checked in sooner. I've been tied up with all this mutiny stuff. How's it going here so far?
I'd say pretty good, since we just got ourselves a match for the Unity Tag Team Championships.
I saw that. I'll admit I had no idea what you were thinking at first, but it does appear to be working. Still, I'm nervous about you competing in NXT. If I had to guess, there will be some outside interference.
So, what do you propose we do to counter that? Hire a team of security guards to surround the ring? Nah, they could secretly be working with Mutiny. Oh, what if they were apes? Apes are strong and tough and loyal. Security apes? Is that a thing? Ugh, nah, we wouldn't have time to train them before the match.
I was going to suggest I'd be there to watch your backs.
You're no security ape, but at least you're trained. That'll work.
Here to defend the titles they've held since they made them up. The Unified Champions.
The following is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team and the NXT Unified Tag Team Championships. Introducing the champions, Cali and Alex.
Despite logic, sanity, and common sense, the Unified Champions do appear to be taking this match seriously.
When they started with these titles, I assumed they were trolling. But these two do seem genuinely focused on taking care of business here tonight.
One way or another, the Unity titles will change hands tonight. The Unity Unification match is about to be... There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles.
Grab your popcorn and try not to blink. The Unify and Unity Championships both up for grabs in one match. That has literally never happened with these titles before.
Remember to breathe, Saxton. You're almost as ridiculous as these look-alike belts. Clearly, the Unified Champs annoyed Mutiny enough to make this match happen.
No matter the reason, this Unity Unification match will undoubtedly be remembered by some in some way for some time.
Double axe handle. Boom! Hit the ropes to pick up speed and a big kick to the side of the face.
Huge boot.
And King had no reflexes to answer for that.
He's got to be eyeing his corner, hoping he can regroup on the apron. A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch.
Vicious right forearm.
Momentum entirely against Lexus here.
Lexus. Inside cradle.
Oh, look at this small package.
And a kick out before the count even begins.
Not a very effective pin attempt.
And he has an answer for King.
He might be able to start mounting something here.
Yeah, showing he's got some fight left in him.
Oh, vicious running knee lift.
Tag's made.
Oh, yeah. Not waiting. Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus came with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
It's SmackDown GM Nick Aldis. They were ready for this.
Credit to the unified champions for being prepared.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Nick Aldis.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you goaded them into defending their Unity titles, and then walked away with them too. Well done.
Thanks. Nick Aldis came through when it mattered. It was a team effort.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldis and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first? That was a big win. And having you out there must have scared Mutiny off, Punk.
Yeah, thanks for the backup.
No problem, but I do have some bad news. Mutiny didn't hit us in the ring because they were busy poaching our roster. I just found out that Shinsuke Nakamura, Shayna Baszler, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa all jumped ship.
Damn.
It's definitely a blow, especially since we don't seem to be getting anyone from their side to join us. Just when we thought things were going well, right?
We've been here before.
We have?
Yeah, this reminds me of when we first started training together. For every stride we made, it seemed like there was a setback. But no matter what happened, you never gave up. It's the reason I knew you were the right person to come in to help us take down Mutiny.
Thanks. That means a lot.
I hate to interrupt here, but we need to figure out what's next. How are we going to counter Mutiny getting stronger?
Sorry, we got a bit off track. Which brand should we focus on? Keep in mind, if I go to Raw, I only have live event matches lined up.
Oh my, this is certainly a new look for this superstar.
The following contest is a six-woman tag team match. On the way to the ring, Cali, Isla Dawn, and Alba Fire.
We know that this half of the Unity Tag Champions has a reputation for her sense of humor, but I'm not sure if her partners are in on the joke.
The last thing on earth she should be doing is antagonizing Isla and Alba. We've seen what their hexes can do.
One of the greatest women to ever step in the ring, Natalya.
And their opponents, first, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
A third-generation star who at times has carried the women's division on her shoulders.
To that point, Natalya has won more matches than any... The crowd is on their feet. The unholy alliance has become an unholy trinity.
And I'm not sure Isla and Alba are too happy about it after getting a look at their partner's ridiculous outfit.
Well, they better get on the same page fast because their opponents aren't afraid of things that go bump in the night.
Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver. Ooh! Quick sidestep by Natalya.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse.
Just pounding away right to the face.
My God.
Hit with the knee.
She's now looking a bit worse for wear. Momentum is clearly against Natalya now.
I don't know if Natalya can withstand this.
And she anticipated what was coming. Oh, that's how you establish dominance.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here.
Sharp punch.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Saw it coming and avoided it. She might be waking up.
She's showing some signs of life here.
She knew how to evade that. Discus knee strike.
She is getting run right over at the moment.
She's doing all she can to hang on.
Ah, jeez. Oh! I felt that.
And oh no, she's busted open now.
Hurled away. God. Put in the corner now. Ooh! Oh, man! Boom! Oh!
In full control here.
Face first in the turnbuckle.
Clothesline in the
Corner. And an elbow for Goodman.
Here's the pin attempt. A kick out at two.
This is going to come down to who wants it more. Quick size, walking over the midsection, attacking those ribs and organs. Natalya wasn't ready. Now it could be over.
Natalya's shoulders are down. Is that enough?
Got it. What a tag match we just saw.
Here are your winners, Cali, Isla Dawn, and Alba Fire.
Despite the clearly evident tension, this unholy trio has scored a dominant victory.
I don't know, Cole. They might have won the match, but these witches don't look like they're stirring the same cauldron.
That was amazing! We showed the world we're not just a coven, we're a team.
Is that what we showed the world? Because it looks to me like once again, you have made yourself the center of attention with that ridiculous bargain bin Halloween costume.
What is with you, Isla? You told me to fit in. That's what I'm doing.
By dressing is a bad freaking pun. Sandwich. Ha ha. The people in that arena, our opponents, Mutiny? Not a soul among them were laughing with us. They were laughing at us.
Good. That's what they were supposed to be doing. Isn't a big part of magic whimsy and laughter and joy? You're more than pointy hats and black cloaks.
And that's the problem. You're more concerned with image than action.
You said that everything we do is mind games. How are pratfalls and silly costumes supposed to intimidate Mutiny?
Okay, fine. Then I'll stop pretending and try to do magic for real. Enchanting your opponents, cursing titles. If you can do it, I can too.
You're going to cast a spell? A real, actual spell?
Yes. Yes, I am. If you won't use your magic against Mutiny, then I'll do it myself. And when I'm finished, I'll have made sure Mutiny stays far away from SmackDown. Do you guys know where one might go to cast a spell?
We do have a place.
This seems like a bad idea, but if it gets you out of our hair, I'm all for it.
Okay, you can do this. In shadows deep, while cauldron brews, I cast a wicked spell for use. From Mutiny spite, we shall be free, protected by my sorcery. By spell and rhyme, protection spun. For Mutiny, the joke's begun. SmackDown safe, there led astray, delayed by paths that twist and sway. See? Magic! I know it couldn't be that hard.